What's up, Transformers fans? I'm Mondo, and you're receiving another Moonbase 84 transmission. Before we get into today's video, please be so kind and hit that like button, subscribe, and all that jazz. By doing so, you will earn my eternal gratitude. Okay, I assume you clicked on the video to hear me go on about Transformers One, so let's do that right now. To start things off, I'm going to suggest that if you are on the fence about checking out this movie, don't listen to the IGN review. Please understand that I'm not just saying this because I don't agree with their review of the movie. I'm suggesting that you ignore the IGN review while making your decision whether you're going to check the movie out or not, because the IGN reviewer is so out of touch with what Transformers One is meant to be, as well as with Transformers in general. There is a video on the Slug Entertainment channel where he breaks down the IGN review. Check that out and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. It is a great video, and I will leave a link in the description below if you want to check it out. Okay, now let's get into my non-spoiler thoughts on Transformers One. Transformers One looks fantastic. I really enjoyed the character models, and the animation was nice and fluid. The action scenes were very dynamic, and everything looked great in general. Never has Cybertron looked so good. It was so nice to finally see on screen a Cybertron that was so alive and vibrant instead of the dead and dull world that we usually see. In Transformers One, Cybertron is almost like a character on its own. Throughout the movie, Cybertron pops with interesting visuals and locales which are populated with characters throughout the Transformers history. I spoke about the dynamic action sequences, and to use that word again, I love the dynamic between the main characters. You could feel from the characters' interactions that the voice actors really loved working on Transformers One. B-127 or Bumblebee's humor and the humor of the movie in general might not be for everyone, but I thought the movie handled its humor well, and I thought it was funny overall, and I really liked how Bumblebee was depicted in the movie. Elita 1 is a total badass in Transformers 1. Here I will mention the IGN review, where the reviewer said that she was nothing but a girl boss. That guy could not have been more off base. Elita 1 has always been a take charge character. She has often been depicted as the leader of the Autobot resistance on Cybertron after Optimus and his crew leave for Earth. I seriously think that the IGN reviewer has no clue. Elita in this movie may just be my favorite depiction of her yet, along with Skybound's take on her in the comics. Okay, it's not a spoiler to say that the main story revolves around the fallout between Orion Pax and D-16 that leads to the start of the Cybertronian Civil War. This is something that we've only gotten tiny glimpses of on screen, and of course this is what most people want to finally see, a telling of how all of that played out. I am very happy to say that I believe this was very well done. In the movie, we get to see just how close Orion and D-16 are. I like their friendship so much, I almost didn't want to have the rift happen in the movie. When it does happen, you feel it. Even though it is awesome when Pax becomes Optimus and D becomes Megatron, I couldn't help but feel sadness over the end of their friendship. I will say that perhaps the movie could have benefited from a bit longer runtime because some of D-16's turn can feel a little abrupt, but that is only a minor gripe. Transformers One was clearly made with kids in mind. That makes total sense because to keep the brand alive, a new generation of fans have to be brought into the fold. This doesn't mean that the movie is just a kids movie. Transformers One has plenty to offer for old, new, hardcore, and casual fans. I liken it to a Pixar movie where it can be enjoyed by everyone. I also want to mention that throughout the movie we see well-known characters as well as some fun Easter eggs. I don't want to inadvertently spoil anything about the movie, so I'm going to wrap things up here. To sum it up, I think Transformers One is a fantastic movie that caters to all fans of the franchise. Yes, it is a bit toned down in areas to make it suitable for kids, but isn't too simplistic for adults to enjoy. The humor might not work for everyone, but it worked for me, and I found myself laughing often. The visuals and animation are awesome. It makes for an interesting and vibrant world with great action sequences. It is a well-written and executed story brought to life through incredibly well-performed voice acting. I'm not saying that the movie is flawless, because no movie is. I did mention my small gripe about D16's turn to Megatron, but the only negatives for the movie I have are tiny little things here and there. I thoroughly enjoyed Transformers One and hope that this is a starting point for a fresh continuity that will not only continue to be enjoyable by current fans, but also bring in the next generation of fans. I hope my humble non-spoiler opinion about the movie helped you decide if you're interested in checking out Transformers One or not. I tried my best to share my thoughts without ruining it. Until next time, thanks for docking.